Alright guys, so I'm going to give you a sign update and a river update. I just passed a jogger on the dike. I'm not sure who she was, never saw her before, I don't think. So anyway, they took that sign down, the one with the bridge, and they put this one up in its place. If you can see that okay. I guess that means, it doesn't mean go, it tells you not to go that way because there's nothing out over there. So they did that. I noticed that, I think it was either yesterday or the day before. I think I noticed that. So they took that bridge. They left the North Dakota one. Well, that one doesn't bother me. So just that one is what bothered me the most. I don't care about the North Dakota one. That one actually can stay there. That's a good thing. Let people know that, hey, you can go over to North Dakota this way without having to go across the bridge. This is actually a good idea here, but it's better than having to go all the way up to the bridge and then you gotta go across it and grind on the fucking asphalt, you know. It's easier on the cats this way if you just here. So it's no big deal. But yeah, we're probably still gonna have to fence that, at least that southern piece off, because now this is the time when the the Rangers and the four-wheelers and the stuff are gonna be coming out. It looks like somebody's already been down here with the Ranger. Somebody was over at the pond too. You can see the fresh tracks. But yeah, the river's actually unthawed. It's actually come up, which is shocking. I could have drove down here with Big Red, but I tried to go in through the ramp, by our place. I got stuck. It's still like well over 2 feet, 3 feet tall there. But since I opened it now a little bit, maybe it'll melt a little quicker. Got the snow kind of dirty, so it'll melt a lot quicker. If snow is dirty, it'll melt quicker that way because it gathers up the heat. So just remember that. You want your snow to melt, get it dirty. So, but yeah. So somebody's been down here with a brush hog. I guess whenever they mowed the dike, I never really noticed that till now, that they mowed this. Huh. Well, it doesn't hurt to mow it. You can tell it's been mowed, but it doesn't hurt it. It's probably a good thing. But nice and quiet down here. So I see why people come down here. It's the only place you can get fucking peace without having to be interrupted by anybody. So, yeah, you can still see tractor marks. They went up on the hill there too a little bit and mowed that. So anyways, yeah. I guess somewhere they already got ice dams built up already. See, here's a track that somebody was here. A Ranger of some kind. But, yeah, so I don't know how bad the flood will be, because it's always different all the time. So, you know how it is. But yeah, the river's definitely come up. Yeah. We're gonna get up close and personal, I guess, again. I can't go any further than this, but it's come up. Over there used to be a boat or a dock or some kind, but I think they pulled it up for the winter months. You can see it's all flowing north. You can see it's all kind of broke up down there. It's still trying to unthaw down there. This is how far it's come up already. So I don't know. Those ice dams are going to be a sumbitch still to deal with. But looks like there's something on the ice. I'm not sure if that's geese or turkeys. Looks like turkeys. It's in the hell ain't people, because that's moving. There's a whole bunch. There's like what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One. It looks like turkeys. It could just be geese though. But yeah, I guess they're trying to head north. Holy shit! Something jumped. Something jumped right there. That's weird. What is this? Hey, is that hey, whoever plays golf, you lost a golf ball. That's a heavy sucker too. Wow. That's actually got some weight to it. I didn't think it would have weight. Yeah, that's Canadian geese. Just heard them holler. Well, I guess since nobody wants their golf ball, throw it in the river. It'll sink. That's the first time I've seen a golf ball. I guess somebody must be playing golf and then they just shoot them into the river. Whatever. The golf ball. But yeah, use my key back. So that's what's kind of going on. They replaced the sign and put a no riding sign there. But it'll probably stop the ones that actually obey the fucking laws and respect other people's property, but you're gonna get the assholes that are just not gonna care. What can you do? So I'm gonna have to fence it off. I don't know if the sun's probably blurring you guys out, but that's just the way it's gonna be. What's this now? Somebody, nothing's still in the damn ice. What does it say on it? Joe Boxer. Looks like a pair of fucking underwear. If you ask me, it's got the band around it like you do on your underwear. So somebody lost their underwear quite a while ago too. It's amazing what the fucking river brings up here. I bet you after this flood, if we do get one, we're gonna find some interesting things. I found some fucking things. Nothing that's shocking, of course, but you find junk. Which is kind of interesting. Because you sit there and you wonder, where the hell did it come from? Who does it belong to? Of course, I'm never going to find out unless it's got a name written on it or something, but there wasn't nothing left of those underwear. It was just the fucking, the band that goes around it, the stretchy part. Look, you can see this water right here flowing downhill, making its way to the river. So, yeah, that's kind of interesting. There goes a bubble. So, I was able to you can get into the field now, the hay fields, but I don't want to drive in there because I did that one day, and Yeah, I'm just tearing it up. I don't want to tear it up, so I just decided to get out before I do real damage. So there might be a little battle scar there, but it'll be alright. I guess it needs a little more time to dry it. And here's a cigarette butt. That actually looks fresh. So, you know, whoever was down here wasn't down here too long ago. I always hear those damn pops every once in a while. I don't know what that is. Yeah, see, I actually can smell cigarette. So that was from that cigarette. So I bet you that was probably from today. Somebody was down here. What's this? Cola Light. Obviously somebody shooting off. And echoes too. But yeah, so we're gonna have to, because it's not going to stop everybody. I know one guy was griping at me. I wasn't griping. He was just telling me some facts. Okay, well, he was apparently from South Dakota. Now, I don't know what the laws are in South Dakota, and I probably don't care to know because I don't live there. I like when people come to me saying, you can't do this, you can't do that, because of laws and laws and laws and blah, blah, blah. Well, you have to go by Minnesota laws. Because this is Minnesota. I don't give a fuck what North Dakota laws are. I don't give a fuck what South Dakota's laws are. Laws will be different, vary on county, state, and even town laws, if the town happens to have laws, you know, they're all different, so they're just going to be different. So this one guy was saying, oh, if you put a fence up, somebody rams into it, they get their head chopped off or whatever, that if a family can sue you for damages, you know, whatever the fuck else, blah, 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 horse crap, right? Not true. Because there was a case just like that, probably about a year or two ago, that it happened to somebody else here in Minnesota, that they ran into a fence. Somebody's head got chopped off because of the barbed wire stuff. So all the families that lost that person never sued. You know, because they can't, because they were at fault, you know, for trespassing and not knowing that it's private land, not knowing that there could be a fence there. So I mean, if you come over to my property and I got a fence put up, you know, and you hit it, that's not my fault, that's your fault, because you should know to not drive on somebody's property because they may have a fence up. And the other thing is I will be putting up signs, you know, every so feet, and might even put up some reflectors, so they know that there's a fence there. Okay. Well, there's two main reasons to why I'm putting a fence up. The main reason, obviously, is because of trespassers, but you also get this. Okay, look, it's actually a little bit of green there, but that probably was from last year. The problem is when you get trespassers and they don't care about your land, you know, they don't care about nothing, right? What time are we at here? 4 minutes? Really? No, that's not right. 14 minutes. Okay. So this is what you get also. Okay. You get people littering your property. And this is literally my property right where I'm standing at. There's like stuff still coming out of that. That could just be snow. It's not even opened. They don't even crack it open all the fucking way. But I got I mean, I don't know who drinks Bud Light, but I imagine lots of people around here drink Bud Light. But this is the problem. You get assholes doing that. You know, like, it wouldn't hurt you to take this shit home. Here's another thing. Nothing. It's like a glass lid or something. Yeah, some kind of a glass lid. You know what glass does to tires? If this should break, like, think about it. The same thing. I mean, this is here. That's aluminum, obviously, but it could still do some damage if it really wanted to. That's another main reason why I don't like this. Why, you know, I don't like trespassers, because they litter. Now the flood will probably take this, but I don't know. It is what it is. But yeah, see, if you look here, you can see that somebody's been driving here. You see that? Because that's not from me. That's definitely from a ranger. I know who's been. I know who's coming down here. So, but this is private, but this belongs to another guy. But so that's why I don't really come over here unless I absolutely need to. But I'm throwing that over there because I don't want it. So I don't really want to fence off this property, because the way we would have to do it would be a waste of hay, because we're going to be leaving hay behind. Unless we talk to the owner of this land and see if he'd be okay with us fencing right up to the woods here. You know. So then that way we could have all this hay here, but people want to go to that pond, well, that's too fucking bad. You know, if he gives me permission to do it, I'm doing it. So, but that would be the ideal thing to do, so then we don't have to cut hay so stupid. But anyways, I guess we walked a little. So basically right from this pole, not quite from that pole, but kind of roughly, this is where it's kind of confusing, but from here to my sign, and then around that bend, I can fence all that off. This would still be opened, you know, and then we'd fence straight to those trees over there, and that would fence off this south end, you know. That's really about all you could do, you know, to stop the trespassing. So, but yeah, it's about the only thing I can do. But, piece of concrete, might as well get rid of that before and then we don't see it, and we hit it with a swather or something. Good paperweight thing though. But but see, the thing is that people like to go to this pond, and I don't really know if I want to fence it off. I mean, I wouldn't care if it hurt people's feelings for doing it, but, you know, this is somebody else's property. So, but I know the guy that owns this land, so that's why we cut it, because he doesn't care. So I don't know. We would have to fence it off to however we can do it. Either we get permission to fence it right up to the pond, or we fence it up to right roughly where the sign is. So look at the sign. It's definitely taking a beating. That's for sure. That sounded like it was right in my fucking woods. Huh. But yeah, this is where my sign is. So this is where I mean, it's not perfect with the pole. But the thing I was going to do is I was just going to curve it with the trail. You know, so it wouldn't be in the fucking way. But then you can see how much we're leaving behind. But I mean, that little bit's, we're not going to really cry over it. I don't know, I haven't really decided yet what I'm going to do. I really can't do much until I get fencing supplies here and see how it'll look. Because even I don't know. But, see, and this is that hill. That hill right there. That's what's going to go around that. He really should have had them push that in. So then I could have put the fence more in line with the trees. But he didn't do it, so, or they didn't do it, which is no big deal. Because technically I think that is still going onto our land. Whatever. Maybe one day I'll get a bobcat and I'll just push all that back myself. It'll give me something to do. But yeah. So we have to go around the pile and up to the dike. And then from there, we either stop there or we continue down to that corner. You know, it's only gonna, you know, it's gonna take some planning, and how we can do it, I don't know. The main thing is just to start getting the damn supplies here, because that's gonna take probably a year to even get it here. But I think I found a couple of websites that are selling the stuff for a fair price, something that's reasonable. So, and they're not going to charge me a goddamn arm and a leg for it. So, yeah, I wish the hardware Hank would get bigger posts in, but I don't think they do. And if they do, well, he probably could have them order it. But the problem is that they would only get like a 5 or 6 pack at a time. Like I need like 1,000 of these things, but they can order more too if you need them. So, but whereas online, you know, you can kind of price it out, you know, and you get a pretty good idea what the stuff will cost you. So, yeah, I'm going to have to mow this again too. Damn fucking bird boxes are stupid and they're coming back. This is where that pile of dirt was at. We talked to the ex-mayor, and then he got a hold of the construction company, and they came down with their dozer and pushed it all into the pond. Because this was on our property, and it wasn't, and it never should have been put there, but it was. And we actually didn't know that we could go online, you know, because our mapping systems are actually online. You know, so you can, well, you got to pay too to figure out what's ours, but for the most part it shows, and that was definitely in our land. So we weren't gonna have it because it was there for too many years. Even when the old timer was farming here, he was getting sick and tired of going around it. He thought it was stupid, but why it was put there in the first place, I believe, was because they were digging here. This is where that pond's at now. But they were digging there to get dirt out for the top of the dike when they had to put another couple of feet on top. They wanted to dig it somewhere close so they didn't have to, you know, have it trucked in. But they only got so far because from what I was told, that is where the old bridge is buried. That used to go right here. Basically right where Big Red's sitting. You know, the first time they tore that bridge down, they built that one. And as far as I know, they buried most of it here. So that's why they had to stop digging. I don't know where they got it. I think they started getting dirt out of there again, and then where everybody's getting their dirt from. So, I don't know. That's kind of an interesting thing. But yeah, we're gonna have to fence it off. And there's a little pile right here too. They pushed that up from there. They smoothed it out or whatever. Should have told them to knock these little bushes down while they were at it. I don't have to deal with them. But they've been there for years. So yeah, the field's opened up quite a bit here now. You can drive through it, like I said, but it's such a slop that I'm not even going to try it. But I would like to know why it was so... what that fucking big bang was that was down here. That's kind of uncalled for, but who knows. So, but yeah, so I don't know when we'll start fencing, but we're gonna have to get some supplies here, you know, and get them shipped in and whatever. Yeah, we could go to Tractor House and get them, but then we would have to go get them. They'll ship, but they charge you like an extra $100 just for shipping and handling, you know. I was like, yeah, that's not called for. So that's why I did some more digging around and finally found these people, and then managed to, you know, find a good fair price on it. So, but yeah, I don't know. I guess the way it is, it would be nice if we could just fence it right off, the whole thing, but, and then this go right up to the pond, but, whatever. Not that it really matters, it's just a beauty leaving some hay behind. Ooh, there's another piece of concrete. That's like a rock. But yeah, and I hope for better hay this fucking year. Last year was ridiculous. I doubt we'll get good hay though, because those flowers took over, and I don't think the cows really eat it. Sure, they'll eat it if they're, you know, if they're forced to, but you shouldn't force them to eat something that they don't like. But there's no grass there anymore. It's all just fucking weeds. Or that flower shit. But what are you gonna do? It's a crock of shit, so I don't know. So we'll see what kind of hay we get this year. I hope we get more bales out of that. Last year we got what, 9? Would like to see 15 or 20, but I doubt it. But I know one thing. If I take over, I'm putting alfalfa in. I don't fucking care, because alfalfa, you get more cuttings off the alfalfa, and it's actually good for the cows. There's actually good stuff in it. Compared to natural grass, there's nothing in that. Sure, they'll eat it, but not that good for them. But it is what it is. So, but we'll see what goes on this year. And hopefully we'll get a better hay crop this year. Was going to get some more chemical so I could spray out here again. I picked up a gallon of stuff at the it wasn't at the hardware, it was actually at the Dollar General store there. They were selling some chemical there, but it's not Roundup, it's a different brand. But Roundup's a hell of a chemical though too. You hear it on TV all the time, people getting sick from it. Well, sure, it'll probably take me decades to get that problem. I don't want to get it in general, so I'm not going to buy it anymore. But Weed Be Gone stupid too. Weed Be Gone don't work with shit either. It's too fucking weak. I think you'd have to put a heavier dose on. So, but yeah, so anyways guys, I guess that's pretty late. I'm going to take off. Just want to give you an update on that sign. And that's what they did to it. Hopefully that'll solve the issue. And people won't come this way anymore. But it won't stop everybody. But yeah, for them suing us, you know, if they hit the fence, they can't do shit to me. They shouldn't be there in the first place. They should know better than that. And there's going to be plenty of signs up. There's going to be tons of reflectors, you know, so they'll know. So it might take them a day or two to figure it out, you know, especially if they're, you know, new around here or something stupid like that. But they'll figure it out. Wow. I'm hearing some noises over here to myself. And it ain't Bigfoot. I think it's actually ice cracking and slamming into each other. It sounds like rubbing. I'm still waiting for Bigfoot to show up at my place. I haven't seen a Bigfoot yet like they claim they have down south. I think it's just somebody in a fucking costume, but whatever. But yeah, so anyways guys, I guess I'm going to take off. So I guess have a good day and stuff. So yeah. Thanks for watching guys. Take her easy.